Hello, my beauties. My name is Tamara, and on this side of the internet, we talk about all things faith, fashion, and lifestyle. So if that is your vibe, keep watching. All right, you guys, so let's jump straight into it. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you the oldest pieces in my wardrobe, some of them being for at least 10 years. Now, the purpose of this video is to show you that if you buy good quality capsule pieces, no matter how much you paid for it or where you got it from, they will stand the test of time in your wardrobe, no matter what your personal style is. All right, so I'm so excited for this video if you can't tell, and we are going to start with the first item, and they are in no particular order. So starting with this skirt, I actually got this skirt from the thrift store. I paid maybe $10 or $12 for it. I got it specifically from the Goodwill. Honestly, I would have to say that the thrift store is one of my favorite places to get high quality capsule pieces for an affordable price. A lot of the times the construction, so not only the fabric, but the construction in which they make these pieces, like they don't make them like that anymore. So for example, I have taken a skirt to a seamstress that I got from the thrift store, and they're like, oh my gosh, they don't make skirts like this anymore. You know, just in how it was made to ensure the durability and that it lasts, they don't make it like that anymore. So if you're looking for high quality pieces, don't be afraid to go to your thrift store. And I can assure you that this skirt in itself has to be at least 10 years old. So this skirt has been around at least 20 years. Okay, that's crazy. The brand is Classic Car La Mode. Okay, it's a size small. So I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do no research on the brand, but honey, it's giving. Okay, and this may sound crazy to some. One of the ways to make sure that like your items last, do not wash your clothes every time you wear it. Every time you put your clothes in the washing machine and in the drying machine, you're like aging it faster. So if you have pieces that you want to make sure last, either hand wash them on delicate, and let it air dry. All right, this piece, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't washed it that much. But I mostly tend to wear it to church and come home or somewhere classy. Like, look at this skirt, it's giving classy vibes. But enough of this skirt, we are gonna move on to the next item. I'll be sharing some pictures and little videos on the screen of how I have styled each of these pieces. You can see how I have been able to style these pieces in different ways, in different times of my life, reflecting my personal style at that time. All right, so let's jump into the next piece. So this piece is a Lily Pulitzer dress. I have had this dress for a little over 5 years. This dress I actually got from Plato's Closet. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Plato's Closet, but it's pretty much like a consignment shop, a thrift store, honey. Everything in there is secondhand, but they try to be more bougie with it. And this dress, I probably also didn't get for more than $10. Now, this dress, I love it so much because it's easy, it's comfortable. I don't have any pictures or photos in this dress. I tend to wear this dress when I'm running errands. I want to look put together. A lot of the time, I'm inspired by the weather. I'm from South Florida. So yeah, 5 years from Plato's Closet. And as you can see, honey, it looks brand new. Everything that I have is in good condition. All right, so next is going to be this leather jacket. This leather jacket I have had since 2019, so for about 6 years. This jacket I got from H&M. I probably paid like $34 or something like that. It was under $50 and I was so shocked at the price, I had to have it. Another reason why I really had to have it for me was the sizing. It was an extra small. I did not want my leather jacket swallowing me. I wanted it to fit appropriately, and this jacket did just that. I love the hardware. It's like a silver kind of gunmetal hardware. It's not too bright. As you know, a leather jacket is going to stand the test of time in your wardrobe. And I think a leather jacket, no matter the style, is one of those things that you really only have to buy once. I've only bought a leather jacket once, and I don't intend on buying another one unless something happens to this one. I live in South Florida. It's hot most of the time, and I don't really need to be buying another leather jacket. So there goes this one. This sweater I have had for at least 6 or 7 years. This sweater is from J. Crew. I also got it from the thrift store, and I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I'm sure it couldn't have been more than $10. I love this sweater because it's just such a classic silhouette. It's a sweater, it's a traditional V. The V is not too deep. I love the button details at the top, and the colors are pretty much neutral and they go with everything. It's like a khaki coffee color with navy blue. This is an item that I can wear a little bit more business casual. I can kind of dress it down. It does have like a little preppy flair. So there's multiple ways that I can wear this sweater, and I do not intend on throwing it away. It comes in clutch, especially for our brief colder seasons here in South Florida. The next piece is going to be this beautiful knit top. This top is from Express, and I have also gotten it from the thrift store, and I think I paid actually probably like $5. So sometimes the thrift store, they'll have like store sales and you can get things for an even more discounted price. So this top I got for about $5, and when I tell you I love this top, first of all, let me just show you something. I said I've had this for about 5 or 6 years, and I think it might be more than that, to be honest. The certain silhouettes are classic. The neckline on this, the way it cuts by the arm, it makes it so feminine and just chic. Like, this is just a really simple knit sweater, or a little knit sweater tank, but it's the way that they cut this sweater that makes it so feminine and so classic and so timeless. And it's great quality, super thick, and I love to pull this out in my spring, fall kind of season. Love this top. All right, you guys, so if you notice a little trend, some of the pieces I've had for the longest, I got for the cheapest as far as how much I paid for it, but I also got them from the thrift store. So once again, you don't need to spend a lot of money, and you just need to have a good eye when you're going to the thrift store. If you want to see a video of how I shop at the thrift store, let me know in the comments below, honey, and I will take you with me to the thrift store so you can find all the treasures underneath all of the garbage, okay? Because it's a lot of caca in the thrift store, but you kind of have to have patience and have a good eye. The next piece is going to be this skirt. How cute is this skirt? I love this skirt so much. I love this skirt. So this skirt also is from the thrift store. It is J. Crew. Actually, this skirt, now that I'm thinking about it, I've had this skirt for at least 9 years, because I remember my husband and I, boyfriend at the time, we went on our first trip as a couple. We went to New York and I wore it then. OMG, honey. So at least 9 years, maybe even 10 years. That's crazy. Wow. You see stuff like that, and then you get to have beautiful flashbacks about when you wore the skirt and what that memory meant to you. But anyways, let's get back on track. So this skirt I got from the thrift store. I don't remember honestly how much I paid for this, but I'm certain it wasn't more than $20. This skirt, what I love about it is not only the fabric, I love the gold detail in the skirt. I love this flap detail here, and I love how the zipper is not going down the center. It's kind of like off to the side, so it's having a little bit of an asymmetrical moment. Super cute. This is the back. Hopefully I can find that New York picture so I can show you how I styled this 10 years ago. So this beautiful little dress, I almost forgot about it. I have had this dress for about 5 or 6 years. This dress I got from New York & Company. It was from the Eva Mendes line from New York & Company. I remember spending a little bit of money on this dress. Like, maybe it was like between $80 and $100. Yeah, for me at the time, I was like, dang, I'm cutting a check. But I have worn this dress so much. I love the length because it's not so serious. It's a little short, not too short, but it's a little short, so it doesn't feel so formal. I love all the beautiful tweeting, whatever, and the colors and things like that. This is a dress that I don't risk washing myself. I have taken this dress to the dry clean several times just to make sure that it, keeps its integrity as far as the fabric, especially because of this tweed kind of factor here. So OMG, look at that. All right, you guys. So this item is so funny. So this item I have had for actually I think about 6 years. Yeah, about 6 years I've had this top. Now this top I got it for $5 from Mad Rags. I don't know if you guys know Mad Rags. Mad Rags is like a rainbow or a dots. I will put it in that kind of category. And they often had pieces that was not my personal style, but sometimes you'll find classic, classy pieces like this. In Empire Waist, you know, it has that lot of peplum detail. It also had a bell sleeve detail. And what I loved about it was the stripe. You can't go wrong. And it's in a blue and white. Now, here's the funny thing. This fabric, honestly, is not the best. It's not trash, but it's not like the best fabric. However, if you take care of your items, even if the fabric is not amazing, it can still last. So if you take care of your items, it can still last. So love this top, and I can't wait for you guys to see how I styled it back in the day and then most recently. All right, you guys, so this is my next item. It's this dress. Now, this dress I got from Boohoo. I'm gonna kind of hold it like this so you guys can see it. So it's from Boohoo. It is a one shoulder number, very colorful, very bright. The silhouette of the dress is very chic, very classic, I would say. It has this like little fold detail. To me, a very timeless dress. So this dress I actually got for my bridesmaid's proposal. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, when you ask your bridesmaids, will you be my bridesmaid? So this is the dress that I specifically bought for that occasion. I remember buying it from Boohoo and I bought it for under $30. Now, this dress I have had for about 2018, 2019 is when I bought that dress. So about 6 years I've had this dress. Now, I don't wear this dress a ton. It has a lot of pattern and color, and just the way the pattern is, I would say is a little bit not my style as much today, but I still really like it and I still wear it from time to time. But I actually remember wearing it years later for my graduation for getting my master's as a family nurse practitioner. So then I wore it that time with the red lips. So definitely I pull this dress out here and there for special occasions where I think it's most appropriate. And the last dress that I have on my list is going to be this green linen or cotton blend or linen blend, I'm not sure. Feels like linen, but it might not be. I got it from Lulu's. I have had this for at least 6 years as well, 5 to 6 years. I remember wearing it during my honeymoon, and I also have styled it most recently last year, and I actually started wearing this dress quite a bit actually. What I love about this dress, once again, the silhouette, classic. You have just a nice simple kind of plunge neckline. You have a little bit of ruffles, some button details, the back, you know, super cute, super chic. Like, you can't go wrong. Certain things you can't go wrong. And from Lulu's, I probably paid between $40 or $50. At the time, that was a lot for me to spend on a dress, but I definitely think the quality, now the fabric and the quality of this dress is definitely on point. All right, you guys, so we are at the end of this video, and there's a few points that I wanted you to take away from this video. Number one, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on an item. What matters is the quality of the item, the fabrics, as well as how you actually take care of your actual items. And lastly, if you buy classic, timeless pieces, no matter the color, you know, if it's not too trendy, taking in consideration silhouette and things like that, it will last the test of time. And capsule pieces is not something to really frown upon. It's something to embrace because it doesn't really matter what your personal style is. We all need those capsule pieces so we can, you know, razzle dazzle our looks and, you know, elevate them and transform them as we go through different seasons in life. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a clothing item or a particular item that you've had for a very long time, I would love to hear in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, ciao.